3, 2, 1.
You are now on air.
Dialog audio date is 03.01.2019. The time is 06:05 a.m. Eastern Time here in upstate New York. That's the southern tier of upstate New York, where I live and reside on this Friday morning, first day of a new month. Rich Roberts at Fireman Rich over there on Twitter, as well as here on getdialog.am. Live audio, folks. And yes, I do have the morning coffee. Oh, we've got a good morning this first day of March 2019. Tweeted it out. We're on the Twitter. And just check the LG Stylo 3 cell phone. And yeah, we have one listener, so that is me. And if you're listening to this on the replay, thank you very much. I want to thank those people that listened to my dialogue last night as we make a return after something went on. I don't know what went on, but you can listen to that audio at your own leisure. But we are here on the dialogue, and I'm joined with Dora, one of 6 cats. And we got something to talk about this morning. Something of interest. Something of science, I guess. Yeah, so I just posted over there on elo.com. There's where I'm at elo.com. And I will be posting this up over on my blog. It's the at Fireman Rich blog. I post things up over there. They sort of mirror what I post up on Twitter. And again, I'm over there on Twitter at Fireman Rich, where I'm a social media enthusiast and social media observer. I like to do things on this internet, I guess. But what I have over there, the Fireman Rich blog, at Fireman Rich blog, just things I post. And I did post this morning on Google+, but Google+ is going to be going away in about another month, folks. And we'll see what happens after that as far as what Google does. And the morning coffee is tasting very good this morning. Very good. And it feels good to be on the dialogue and seeing the green bar saying, you are live on air here on getdialog.am, and which is great. We're back in the saddle again as the intro music fades out. Okay. Also, this morning we have current temperature here in upstate New York. The southern tier of upstate New York, where I live and reside, is 17 degrees Fahrenheit. We've had some snow here. We've had another snowstorm. I expected another one, I guess, Sunday, going into the evening into Monday. So that would put us at about 7 snowstorms, I believe. So I do this thing in August, in the summertime. For the month of August, I count how many foggy mornings there are. And You keep track of those. And last August of 2018, I counted 10, and we're already at about 7. If we have a storm this Sunday, that'll be 7. So we got 3 more storms after that before spring. But spring is coming up here this month. Start of a new month. Glad to see it. I posted a new over there on my Twitter feed, a picture of my calendar view for 2010. Oh, did I say 2010? It should be 2019. Oh, I'm going to have to change that. I'm going to have to repost that. We're going to have to repost that. I'll have to take that down. Yeah, that says 2010. It's 2019. So I'm actually doing a Twitter delete this morning. Are they cool to do? If you see a mistake, I think so. So that's no problem. I can tweet that view, but it's going to be of a 1956 DeSoto fire dome, and I'll be posting it up after the audio here on the Dialog, as well as I'll be posting it up over there at the Fireman Rich blog. But let's see, the temperature gave that, and then this morning the sun will be rising at 06:42 a.m., which is in about 30 minutes. And it'll be setting this later this afternoon, late afternoon, early evening at 5:56 p.m. Days are getting longer. We like seeing that. But our dialogue title is, wow, new metal, flexible, elastic, tough as steel. So, that has to deal with something with science. I know I did a morning dialogue here a little bit about iridium, a metal that came here on this earth on that asteroid that supposedly destroyed or killed all the dinosaurs back in the day. Well, this metal is something that's going to benefit us all. It's scientists have developed a new metal that is as flexible as elastic, but tough as steel. Let's see. Let's get right into it here. A new, highly technical fiber that combines the elasticity of rubber with the strength of a metal has been developed by U.S. scientists. That's a change. U.S. scientists instead of those scientists and professors over in the European area. The tougher, unbreakable metal mimics the human skin, but also conducts electricity and heals itself after use. Important factors for stretchable electronics and soft robotics. It could also be used for packaging material or next generation textiles. A good way of explaining the metal is to think of rubber bands and metal wires, said Professor Michael Dickey at the North Carolina State University. And they've got a good basketball team down there in North Carolina. Let's see. He continues going on saying, a rubber band can stretch very far, but it doesn't take much force to stretch it. A metal wire requires a lot of force to stretch it, but it can't take much strain. It breaks before you can stretch it very far. Our fibers have the best of both worlds. Tough metals found in nature maintain the structure integrity of many biological tissues against external loads. For example, tough skins in the network comprise bundle fibers that quickly and effectively dissipate energy and prevent cuts from spreading. Human muscle is strengthened by the biomolecule titin, which unfolds reversibly to absorb tissue loads. These types of tissues not only need to be stretchable to accommodate tense deformation, but should also be tough to avoid mechanical failure. The ability to mimic these properties is important for both practical functions, for example, packaging and protective equipment, and emerging applications that undergo elongation, for example, stretchable electronics, soft robotics, and electrical skin. Are they already using this in the foldable screens and foldable That's the first thing that comes to mind after reading that. But let's see, the new fiber has a gallium metal core surrounded by an elastic polymer sheath, which is far tougher than either the metal wire or the polymer sheath on its own. When placed under stress, the fibers has the strength of the metal core, but when the metal breaks, the fibers don't fail as the polymer sheath absorbs the strain between the breaks in the metal and transfer the stress back to the metal core. And there's a video after I get done reading this, I'll post in the comments section, a link in the comments section. The response is similar to the way human tissue holds together broken bones. Every time the metal core breaks, it dissipates energy, allowing the fiber to continue to absorb energy as it elongates, says Dickey. Instead of snapping into two when stretched, it can stretch up to 7 times the original length before failing, which causes many additional breaks in the wire along the way. To think of it another way, the fiber won't snap and drop a heavy load. Instead, by releasing energy repeatedly through intentional breaks, the fiber lowers the weight slowly and steadily. The gallium core is also conductive, although it loses its conductivity when the internal core breaks, but the fibers can be reused by metaling the metal core back together. The study's corresponding author said, there's a lot of interest in engineering materials to mimic toughness of skin, and we have developed a fiber that has surprised the toughness of skin, yet is still elastic like skin. We have gallium for this proof of concept worked, but the fibers could be turned to alter their mechanical properties or be retained functionally at higher temperatures by using different metals in the core and the shell. This is only, let's see, there's supposed to be a thing of the study. Where is that? Okay, here it is. This is only a proof concept, but holds a lot of potential. We have interest to see how these fibers could be used in soft robotics or when woven into textiles for various applications. I can already see an application for this. I'm an ex-firefighter. Have that material in a firefighter suit. It'd be great. It protect them. And there is a study was published in the Journal of Science. Where is that? Toughness. The Advance of Science magazine, I think it is. Let's see. Let me see. Yeah, the Science Advance. Let me go ahead and put that link in the comment section here. Let's see. Got that. There's that. There's the toughness stretching fibers versus serious fracture of metal core. And then there is a video, which is pretty interesting. It gives you a visual of what they're talking about here. And I found it pretty interesting as far as that goes. And tough fibers that disperse energy one break at a time. So they're working in unison, I guess, and stuff like that. So I found that very interesting article concerning the development of a new metal that is as flexible and elastic, but tough as steel. So could be I don't know. I just look at those breakthroughs that the world is going to become a better place because of the materials that we're building and stuff. And it's just going to benefit us all as far as the concepts that they put that particular type of material in. Maybe newer aircraft, lighter aircraft, more sturdier well, we got pretty sturdy aircraft, but safer aircraft, So just found that interesting. And I like reading those type of articles here on the Dialogue. And the morning coffee is tasting pretty good, folks. But we still only have one listener, and that's me on my Stylo or LG Stylo 3, just to make sure I'm monitoring comments as I'm flipping back on the tabs here on my web browser, just in case there is a listener. But if you are listening to this on the replay, I want to say thank you very much. This is Dialog. It's an audio platform that I like using. And it's an audio platform where you can bring in somebody to have a discussion. Now, of late, over there on Periscope has the addition of a feature now that you can bring in up to 3 people, I guess. Here on Get Dialogue, you can bring in more than that, 3 people for discussion. And it's always interesting to listen to those audios that do have that type of content. But Dialog was first. Everybody, it's not bad over there on Periscope. I've tried it a couple times talking. Good communication tool. And it's here on Get Dialog, the Dialog, as far as being able to have that feature. And to have more of a communication, more of a conversation, I guess, here on these social media platforms. The one big thing I like also is, and when I do remember it, is to go ahead and tweet a link out to my Dialog audio and posting it on various locations where all you have to do is click on it. And yes, you can listen to me babble about materials that are flexible, elastic, and tough as steel. So, but we have a work day going this morning, and let's see. I hit the button there. There we go. Oh, I pressed the wrong. I pressed you are on air. Yes, we know we are on air. I hit the wrong button on my iPad mini. I'm using Boss Jock, folks, to give you the intro, outro, and the that little mistake there. You are now on air. They used to have that at the beginning of the when you start a Dialog audio, and I just was able to capture that and put it in one of my cards on my Boss Jock application. I like it, but and I also like being here on the Dialog. But we have to go, folks. This is a work day for me on this Friday, March 1st, 2019. Gotta get ready. Well, actually, I gotta repost that Twitter post of the my calendar view for March 2019, not 2010, 2019. And this is the first I deleted a tweet while I was talking to you all. So it's multifunctioning here. But it's good to be back here on the Dialog. Dialog seems to be working and functioning very well this morning, which I'm very pleased and happy. Thank you, Dialog. And you all have a great one today on this big blue marble. And you all live life, have fun. Ciao for now. And as always, peace.